今儿给大家探索一个可能华人关注度比较小的，我认为在不久的未来会比较火爆的一块区域，它就是以 Bondi Beach 为中心，半径7-8分钟步行距离之内的这些独栋别墅。前两天跟 Rain Home Double Bay 的老板 Rick Sierra 聊了聊，然后他说我有一个房源，你能不能来撸一下？大概是2000左右的。他感觉华人不太了解这个区域，但是其实本地的话，很多亿万富翁现在都扎根住到了这个区。那有新的东西探索，当然愿意去听，所以就跟他好好聊了一聊。其实我最初的一个印象对 Bondi Beach， 我一直知道这边的 apartment 像无敌景卖的很贵，7万8万一平的都有，但是一直可能华人也有个印象，这边背包客呀、晚上喝酒的等等人群之前一直比较多，晚上相对来说治安各方面也没那么好。但是这次给听他聊完之后，确实对整个这边的看法有了一个完全全新的印象。这边接下来在 Iceberg 旁边会建一些新的200平大平层的公寓，大概会卖到12万一平，现在400-500万一套左右。然后呢，300多平米地的在 Ben Buckler Point 的独栋别墅也可以轻松的卖到1500到2500。甚至 Afterpay 的老板在这边现在囤2块地，加建筑价格可能要奔6-7千万去了。这个可能是我们普遍关注东区房产的时候完全会忽略的一个地方。那今儿就请 Rick 这个土生土长住在这个 Bondi Beach 附近的人啊，一直也专注卖这边的人来说这边的秘密到底在哪。
Hi, I'm Rick Serrao from Rain & Horn Real Estate at Double Bay. I've been asked to give a bit of a talk on a little secret in the eastern suburbs, a suburb called Ben Buckler. Most people know it as North Bondi, but the 2026 postcode is broken up into several areas. What we call the crown jewel is Ben Buckler Point. Ben Buckler is a little bit of a secret unless you're a local, and not many people know that we've had 11 billionaires that have purchased in the area. I personally live around the corner, not on Ben Buckler, unfortunately. But I can justify having a lifestyle where you walk to everything is second to none. To be part of a community, to walk down to the ocean and it's free, it's safe. You've got an area where young kids can swim, you've got pools, you've got the fishing club, plenty of yoga studios, Pilates, some of the best restaurants in the eastern suburbs. The land sizes aren't enormous compared to other prestige suburbs like Bellevue Hill and Rose Bay. So your average house size tends to be between 350-400 metres. Occasionally, like this one that we're selling at the moment, that's 480 metres. And if you're lucky enough to get between 450 and 500, you're doing very, very well. What I'm finding is that you're closer from Bondi than what you are in Vaucluse and parts of Rose Bay. But a lot of people don't identify Bondi with still being close to schools and other facilities. Westfield Shopping Centre at Bondi Junction is literally 6 minutes away. Some of the best shops that we have in the eastern suburbs. Yeah. So a lot of people haven't recognised that it's not just the beach lifestyle. We've got billionaires living in the area. It's become too expensive for backpackers. So what happened was the backpackers and the travellers, the budget accommodation started to disappear. We started to getting more creative arts people moving into the area. Since that, we've started getting a lot of CEOs, CFOs, merchant bankers, a lot of captains of business and a lot of expats. So I sold recently a property at 117 Brighton Boulevard. That was on 340 metres of land. That went for $15.2 million, which they are completely refurbishing it. They're spending $4 million on the refurb. Walk to the beach. In Ben Buckler, the prices have varied from 15 to 25 million. And then on the other side, without views, you can buy a house between $8 million to $10 million. The other side of the street, so not on the Ben Buckler, but in the North Bondi side.
Okay, yeah.
So being a little bit lower, they're not high enough to get the view. Yep. So there is better value if the view is not as important to you. But I would suggest to you, if you follow the data, whether we've had a GFC, Asian crisis, the Y2K bug, last 30 odd years, it's always gone up and up and up and up. And we've seen that during COVID as well. A lot of people are going to get a little bit upset about me trying to get Bondi on the map because from a local's perspective, you kind of want to keep it as a little secret. God help us when our Asian market in particular, which tend to invest quite heavily in certain suburbs, discover it. I think prices will go through the roof. Basically, Ben Buckler is the crown jewel of Bondi. You're elevated, you get the beach and you get the ocean. Then it's a question of how close you are to the beach itself, because if you're closer to the beach, you're closer to the coffee shops and the cafes, you're closer to the walks, Bondi to Bronte, for example. As you step back, it becomes a little bit better value, and then you start to go up towards Dover Heights. 2026 is a very friendly suburb. It is becoming more and more expensive. Rents are starting to go up as it's becoming more and more discovered. I mean, we've got some properties that we're about to launch in the next 6 months that are 200 metre squared apartments on the water, and we'll be expecting $25 million plus for those. Wow. Now, that'll be approximately 120,000 per square metre, and clients are saying, well, that sounds expensive, but what's expensive today in Bondi is cheap tomorrow, and the trends have shown that. Being in the Bondi postcode, you can work hard, but you don't have to drive. You don't have to get stuck in traffic for half an hour, 45 minutes to get to the beach. You walk down, you do your walk, you do your run, you do your swim, you do your surf. It forces you to be fit. So I think lifestyle has become a very big thing in people's minds over the last couple of years in particular. There's something in Bondi for everyone. Whether you're a billionaire or whether you're just a hard-working young family, there's a diversity of properties and price points. But one thing that I have recognized over the years, and even more so, is the acceptance of people who live in Bondi. You know, you've got such a diversity of different nationalities and diversity of demographics, people working and traveling in different worlds. You can walk on the street, on the promenade, people say hello to you, and they don't judge you for what you're wearing or not wearing. It's just you're part of the community. If you're somebody who wanted a good home in a great community and enjoy the diversity of a healthy lifestyle close to everything where you assimilate really well, Bondi's worth considering. And what I've found over my 30 odd years of selling real estate in the East, whereas Bondi, it's, if you look at the data, up and up and up, it's steady, it's consistent. To me, it's better than superannuation, you know. I really think so. I mean, there's nothing better under Australian law at the moment, in my opinion, with minimal risk to buy good property real estate that if you're living in it, if it's your principal residence, it's tax-free. I mean, Nick Molnar, Afterpay, he bought a block of apartments that was brand new. He decided he loved the lifestyle so much that he bought the block of apartments next door. He's demolished it. I mean, that land is cost him, between buying the two blocks, $45 million. And I'm told it's a $20 to $25 million build. So there's another billionaire, or 2 times billionaire, that's been investing in the area as his home. So you're getting the next generation coming in where they want to build wealth, but they want lifestyle as well. They want convenience to the city.
那回来再看看这套 listing 吧。这套 listing 可能最牛的地方就是它477平，在这块绝对算是大地。然后它本身这个房子现在的条件也是非常 livable 的，但是呢，改造空间很大啊，顶层无敌景可以看到 Bondi Beach， 然后做出了一个大 penthouse 的感觉。顶层的设计我非常喜欢，做的是一个开放式的 bedroom， 然后有一个自动的拉帘可以拉下来的，这样的话整个一层混为一体。楼上还有一个小吧台和一个个人卫生间，客人来了把卧室这个拉帘一拉，完全不影响隐私性。这个房子是双车位，在这个区绝对也是非常稀缺的。底下那一层说实话非常矮，有点憋屈，因为它从 ground floor 这一层已经有楼梯可以下到院子。我会把楼下那一层做成一半地下室，往下挖个1米左右，这样这一层整个看看能挖多少挖多少，做出一层娱乐空间，整个这房子的感觉就上来了。一进门的话，这4个房间只 share 一个卫生间，可能是一个比较老的设计。我可能会把这块改成一个3房2卫或3房3卫，这样总共这个房子有4房，可能楼下还有一个 multimedia room， 那整个房子就舒服了。再加上它477平米的地，在了解这个区的人里潜力是非常大的。而且位置也真的没得说，出门一拐弯4分钟就走到了公园，5分钟已经走到沙滩上了。而且这一侧还有一个儿童的泳池。就像 Rick 所说的，这边的 lifestyle 跟以前是完全不一样。 样的。我听下来最大的感触就有点像当年的 King's Cross 变成 Potts Point， 他把一些酒吧呀、土卫五俱乐部啊等等清除之后， Potts Point 一下摇身变成了一个很贵的一个区。那这边呢的 lifestyle 呢是要远超于 Potts Point 的，就像他所说的，所有地方都可以走路的。你住在这儿，你除非要去 City 和其他地方，你完全不用开车。可能真的是需要更多的华人去居住在这里，体会这里，感受这里，然后慢慢的给身边的朋友安利啊。就像他所说的，这个区的未来潜力很大。现在就本地的推动，一个所谓很多人不了解的地方，已经价格可以很坚挺，常年是稳定增长的。很期待当更多国家的人，尤其咱华人真正了解了这个区其实离学校很近，而且 lifestyle 是一个独一无二 lifestyle 之后，这个区域的房价的爆发力会是什么样。最后结尾给大家看一下 Rick 的一个评价，可能虽然有点夸张，但足够说明他对这边充满了信心。
As I say, unless you're a local or an expat and have identified to it, you don't really know what Bondi Beach offers you. They just see the beach and tanning rather than the convenience to the city, the convenience of all the shops, and a very safe lifestyle and a healthy lifestyle. I always say Bondi keeps you young, keeps you fit, as you can see. I think that Bondi is extremely good value compared to Dover Heights, Vaucluse, Bellevue Hill, where you're literally moments drive, but still very, very walkable distance from those suburbs. I would suggest to you that on Ben Buckler, it's becoming Billionaires Row. So they're following the money and the lifestyle. I think that within the next 5 years, Ben Buckler will be a lot dearer than Point Piper, Bellevue Hill.